Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel 5 Minute Pediatric. Parents are often anxious if their child is not speaking properly. So in this video I will discuss how to approach to speech problem. For better language skill, we must have proper functioning receptive, that is hearing and understanding apparatus, and expressive, that is talking ability. Before proceeding further, we must understand the following terminology. What is phonology? Phonology is correct use of speech sound to form words. Then we have semantics, correct use of words. We have syntax, appropriate use of grammar to make sentences. We have pragmatics, okay, verbal and non-verbal that facilitate exchange of ideas. Suppose you are delivering a lecture and you do not have good eye contact or contact with your audience, or you are not proper giving gesture to the audience, means you do not have a good pragmatics. So you have to make a proper eye contact with the audience. Prosody is tone of voice. Now, whom to evaluate? This is the big question, because some child speak either late or some child do not speak. So we must know the normal milestone. Here we have to remember the receptive problem, when to refer to doctor or when to evaluate. At 15 months, the child does not point at 5 to 10 object. At 18 months, the child does not follow simple directions. At 24 months, does not point to picture or body part when they are named. And at 30 month, you have do not verbally respond or nod head when the question is asked. At 36 month, the child does not follow two step direction. Okay, similarly, if the child having expressive problem, then at 15 month the child is not using three words, and 18 month not using bisyllables like mama, dada. Okay, and 24 month not using 25 words. At 30 month not using two words phrase including nouns and verb combination. At 36 words, the child is having less than 200 words vocabulary. The child often having echolalia when the question is asked. They do not ask for things. Then we must suspect the child is having some sort of expressive problem, and we have to evaluate this child. Now the assessment of language is categorized under three headings. Either it is delayed or abnormal, or there is some kind of regression. Okay, if the language is delayed, okay, then how, what are the differential for this? Okay, first of all, we look for the hearing level of the child. So whether child is listening or not. So we have some basic investigation to rule out this, and we have to provide proper treatment to this child by giving hearing aid or cochlear implant or sending them to speech therapist. The child may be either having sensory hearing loss or having conductive hearing loss. So we have to evaluate this child also. Now second differential, we have social milestone inappropriate, फिर social communication interaction are poor, having difficulty in interpreting non-verbal communications. Okay, this is the autism spectrum disorder. This is a very broad term, and I will try to make a separate video on autism spectrum disorder. This is the most common presentation nowadays because the child is usually socially isolated by having phone, and these child have poor eye contact. These child are playing alone and engaged themselves by having symbolic play. Okay, so this is a very broad chapter. I will discuss it later. Now we have the child having non-verbal IQ abnormal, then we have to suspect mental retardation, and we have to evaluate as such by having neuroimaging or extra. If the child is having motor hypotonia or some abnormality in pragmatics, then we suspect a specific learning impairment. A specific learning impairment, there is significant discrepancies between child overall cognitive level and functional language level. Okay, now we, if everything else is normal, then the child may be having late talker, so we have to keep all such in mind also. And now we have language regression. Okay, when to suspect, if the child is previously speaking particular thing and now is not speaking, so we must take the history of acquired brain lesion, because one of the complication for post meningitis sequence or encephalitis. One, we have Landau-Clifford syndrome, that is verbal auditory agnosia. In this, the age group is typically 3 to 7 year child having typical expressive language skill deterioration, and some child become mute also. If we take EEG of the child, we have continuous spike wave in slow wave sleep. This child is treated with IVIG, steroid, and antiepileptic. If there is severe deterioration of mental and social functioning, then we have childhood disintegrative disease. Okay, if there is regression of motor milestone along with vision cognition, then this is the typical history of neurodegenerative disorder. So I have made a approach to neurodegenerative disorder, a separate video. You can go to my channel and read the algorithm. Now we have abnormal language, means the child is having abnormal pragmatic or prosody. So if there is a difficulty in social interaction, having eccentric behavior with circumscribed interest, with normal cognition and verbal ability. This is a typical history for Asperger. Now, Asperger is also included under autism spectrum disorder. Okay, so we will discuss in that chapter. Suppose the child is having underlying anxiety, so this is the typical history for selective mutism. Okay, if we take history from parent that the child is well, the child is speaking very properly in home, but in certain scenario the child is not expressing properly, so we have to suspect selective mutism in this case. Now the child having significant motor deficit with drooling, with feeding difficulty, with spasticity or hypotonia, we have CP, myopathy, we have facial palsy. As a differential, we have to work up according to this. Now we have difficulty in pronouncing syllables. This is the typical history for phonological disorder. Now phonological disorder is not used, now it is now termed as speech sound disorder. There is articulation error not due to neuromotor impairment. Actually, there is some sort of processing problem that child what hears and not interpreting it properly. If the child is having oromotor difficulty with the child display oral grouping or grunt and inconsistent pronunciation word, so we have this typical history for verbal apraxia. In verbal apraxia, the child usually try to develop a gestural communication to overcome their verbal difficulty. Okay. Mm, and if there is problem of fluency, we call it stuttering. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I would like to thank Dr. Puskar, Dr. Kumar Ramamurthy, Dr. Bansi Marwar, Dr. Pooja, Dr. Ravinder, and all Hindu Rao Hospital team for supporting me. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe my channel for further details. Thanks for watching.